Maybe you, like me, are like, enough is enough when it comes to foldables and rollable products. These concepts are useless. Personally, I get disappointed with every news about foldables. TriFold, rollable, tablet to phone, phone to laptop, origami concepts. But still, the Galaxy Z TriFold makes sense. Not more than the Z Fold, but it still has its market. I'll explain. Sorry, but first I just want to point out its weakness and destroy it. But then I'll tell you why it's worth developing. The way it opens, as you can see, has a G-shaped look. It's like the Z Fold, you're first with a separate display, then when you unfold it one time, you see a part of the internal display, and when you unfold it again, you see the entire 10-inch display. That is, you can't have all three modes like Huawei. When you try to fold it, if you make a mistake, it vibrates strongly and warns you. But when you add another hinge, a lot changes. The opening and closing feel is still premium, but it doesn't seem to be as strong as the Z Fold, and the tests also show that it's not as durable and is very sensitive to dust. Not like the Z Fold, it doesn't have a stand mode. The internal display is still a fingerprint magnet and extremely vulnerable. It still has a dent in the middle, actually 2 dents in the display. This time even worse, completely visible and touchable, and for the first week, just annoying. As expected, it's not light or thin at all. It's at least 50% heavier. The battery is 5600 mAh, which is great. If it was Z Fold, it would have to power a 10-inch display and wouldn't last a day with moderate heavy use. But the charger is included in the box, which is 45 watts. It also supports wireless charging. The hardware is also Snapdragon 8 Elite and 16GB of RAM, which is a year behind. It's a tough goal, but not for a $3,000 phone. It performs well, everything runs smoothly as expected, but it's not as stable at all, and it gets hot, which was entirely to be expected. Well, my complaints are over, so why do I still say it's good? I'll start from the outside. As a phone, it's not that heavy and awkward to hold. It's heavy, thick, but it's completely functional. On the other hand, each port is almost as thin as a USB-C connector. It has some space for easy opening, and overall, the design is elegant and of high quality. The glass is Gorilla Glass ceramic too, and the back panel and aluminum frame have an attractive matte texture. It also makes more sense for me to not use the Mate X design right now. It's true that you can't use all 3 folding modes, but the internal display is less likely to be damaged, especially since it's not much cheaper to repair than the phone itself. But the main surprise is inside, where there is a 10-inch bright, high-quality OLED display, and you can really say you have a real tablet in your pocket. It's too early to say about the concept itself, but its display makes more sense than the square display of the Z Fold. Movies no longer have a big black border at the top and bottom and feel different from the phone, but the lack of a stylus support is really felt. The speaker is a bit sharp and low bass, but still of good quality. The apps are really optimized for the large screen, not like the stretched version of the phone apps. Samsung is really great in terms of UI. Everything is in its place, full of features, full of multitasking capabilities. 3 apps can be opened at the same time with dynamic interaction. One of, or perhaps the best user interface in the field of AI. It has DeX capability on the device itself, which means you can run DeX on the Z TriFold like tablets. That means a complete tablet in your pocket. As for the camera, it has the same sensors and lenses as the Z Fold, which means the wide camera is completely flagship and the rest is mediocre. As a special phone, its camera is very good. As a tablet, its camera is a masterpiece. Of course, it's $3,000. Like the Z Fold, you can take selfies with the main camera, just a little harder. Overall, I personally prefer the Z Fold concept, because it's cool to have a phone for everyday use and use a larger screen for a number of things. A phone that can be completely turned into a tablet is cool and futuristic, but it doesn't seem very practical to me. However, this is just my opinion, and Samsung showed with its first series that this idea can be considered. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, like it, and if you like my content, subscribe to my channel. Goodbye, see you next video.